Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host, Starnum Lander, and it's time to continue. So, last time we left off, we had been abducted by mind flayers, had a mind flayer tadpole put into our brain, giving us psychic powers. We're playing a drow rogue named Trask, and along with our other party of adventurers who have also had worms put in their brains, we're trying to figure out what to do about that, and we've just arrived at the Grove, the first little settlement that we have here in the world of Faerun once we come back from Avernus. And now we'll continue on.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
I'd die if I met heroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Next time the goblins come, I'll be ready.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands. Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires.
You were on the ship.
Yes, and we're both carrying parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Who is she?
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Well then, let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells.
An excellent suggestion, but your party's full up. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer.
Sounds good. You can go to my camp and wait for me there.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
And you?
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
You must outsmart and outmaneuver. Your greatest weapon is your cunning.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
Me too.
What to bring?
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I suggest you do as she says.
Lower.
She's serious. You'd better get on your knees, and fast.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Please. I've been through enough.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Zoru was an easy mark. Don't get complacent.
Tch. A thin shell requires little to crack it. I will apply more pressure should the situation demand. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say Tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
It's... no, it's Faerun. What do you mean, purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite.
By covenant, I can say no more.
Hmm. Yeah.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I'd shut up if I were you. Those could be your last words.
I'm not afraid. Chosen by the Absolute, I am. I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll bless you, all right. Here it comes, you little beast. That goblin won't be the last.
It was a nice shot, if nothing else.
It was wrong.
It was justice. Or the start of it.
Hmm.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what will come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
You're doing the right thing. The tieflings need help.
And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost.
Wow. Hold on. Why are you so eager to reach the city? Are you always this selfish? There's every chance you'll die on the road as well. But honestly, the city?
You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice.
Leroic?
Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Good idea. Powerful acquaintances never hurt. Hold on. I'm not sure about this Lorican. We need to go. We have a more pressing problem, remember? Hold on.
Don't be fooled by mere gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Good luck then.
Done.
How long until Roland's broken?
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Sure.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Doing a little posing, man.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, people.
Auntie Ethel.
Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
There's no need. I'm fine, really.
Sorry, love. I'll just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're looking mighty peaky. Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just bone weary after a difficult day is all.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Sure. What harm could it be?
Hey, bother.
Don't really have a lot of money. Potion of healing is always good.
Take care now, sweetie.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Well, let's see it then.
Christ.
Never get this.
Ready and willing.
Action, not reaction.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Let's move.
Hell's take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools.
I'm waiting on someone and you aren't him. Do you mind?
Good to be back behind the walls, have to say. For as long as that lasts. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Give it back, kid.
I already told you I don't have it! How stupid are you?
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
You better do what he says, boy.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
You're not fooling anyone, boy. Why'd you take it?
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
Good. Everyone happy?
There. I don't know why you cared so much. It's junk.
Scram! Before I give you something to care about! Kid's lucky you were here.
I'd say so. I hate to think of what he'd done if I hadn't been here.
Please. I've been...
Oh, Zorro, you moved over there. What are you doing, Zorro?
Damn goblins.
You should, probably get that looked at.
Oh, I was just gonna let it fall off, stick it in my satchel. Ain't letting anyone here near me. They all sat and watched while Zevlor near got us killed.
He let you in, didn't he? Could have been worse.
Oh, very gracious of you. We expected a soft job. Something to test the new lad, maybe, but not a bloody goblin nest. Most would have turned tail at the sight, but not Liam, no. He charged them, the stupid bastard.
I'm guessing that didn't end well.
Nah. He must have thought we were following. Always the optimist was Liam. Hope they cut him down quick before he saw we were gone. Small mercies.
If it ain't the friendly drow. Thought you were with the goblins when you showed up at the gate. Glad you weren't. You fight well. Not like them bloody tieflings.
You fought well too. I think they like you less than they like me. It's almost impressive how detestable you are. Just joking. I could use some help. Is there a healer here?
You're out of luck. Alcin, druid who runs this place, knew his stuff. But he ain't here anymore. Think he's got an apprentice running around somewheres, though. Nadine, Natalie, something like that.
Do you have any idea where Halsin went?
We've got a contract to track down some relic, and he wanted in on the job. Eyes lit up when he heard about it. Didn't work out, though. Goblins got him when we were turning tail. He's either digging latrines or boiling in a cookpot by now.
Mind if I have a look at that contract?
Job's all yours, if you got death wish. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
Any idea where the relic actually is?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be back here, with half my crew gone. But look, if you're itching to meet Kellenvor, I won't stop you. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you the map and wish you a happy funeral, but my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own Todger. Goblins made sure to the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. It'll show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Thanks.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
Ta-ta.
Have you spoken to Korga?
No, not yet.
Of course, you have your own business to attend to. But if the druids won't abandon this ritual of theirs, it will be trouble. For all of us. No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes. Of course.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
We've known enough grief this 10-day traveler. Don't be the cause of more.
Waiting's getting to me. This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Did he just say hello? Below? What?
We're cornered in this place. Even the bloody druids look like they might turn on us. Goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Idea what he's talking about. Hello. Oh, what's this? Shit. below?
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
No idea.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Are you alright?
Mm-hmm.
I see, anything else on your mind?
He's still staring right past you.
Fuck with that, kiddo.
Oh! Hey! You're one of those drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal kids away.
You're thinking of the Lost Swan. Should you see a pair with red eyes, I advise you to run.
Oh. Okay. Hey. Would you like to see something fun? Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
Ooh, nice sleight of hand. Hammers flourish, right?
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is. Weeping bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing... Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
You can drop the act.
I don't know what you mean.
Come on. Anyone can see this is a modified War Widow scam. Tinker's trash scam. And a clumsy one.
Hey, that hurts. I'm running an honest... okay, what's a Tinker's trash?
It's when a scammer offers a target a magic object,
Uh-huh.
then rigs a game to gain the target's trust and sell them trash.
Huh. Interesting. And I promise this isn't a Tinker's trash scam.
Then what kind of con is it?
Look, I swear to you, these rings are the real deal. I promise I'm not running a scam. Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not?
Here's your ring. Let's trade.
I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got.
Ring of being really invisible. Ring of infinite wishes. Discount negative 32%. Cause I'm a drow, I see.
Nothing caught.
You suddenly feel
No,
something
nothing caught my
moving
eye at
against your
those
back
prices.
And turn.
Well now, someone's starting young. Who taught you that?
One of the big kids. How did you catch me?
How else? You're clumsy. A dead man could have caught you. You were just unlucky this time, but you've got talent. I can tell.
Wow, thank you. I guess I'll try harder not to get caught next time. Bye.
across there.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
Please, let us through.
Forbidden. Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out! We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
I saw what happened. Why are the druids holding your daughter?
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Sounds like she made the fatal mistake of getting caught. We shouldn't get involved.
She's just a child. The druids are overreacting. I'll talk to them.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting.
Do all the damn rituals you want. We're not.
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
By a bear. I could try greasing palms.
Lives are at stake. And the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate drow in here.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please. Why? What's so special down here? I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by? What is so special down here?
It's forbidden to outsiders. Korga's orders. Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
Ah, my grizzled friend. What can you tell me about this place? Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
And there's no overstating my disinterest. I've no time for questions. No, fine. Ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblin variety goblins led by a lasher and flanked by Booyaga.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
My time was spent in books. I'm a student of the page. I'd rather not say. Are we done here? Not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? There wasn't any dragon. Oh, I see. It was brass, no doubt about it. I think there may have been a misunderstanding. Oh, nope. It was definitely brass.
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like it was a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition. Not worth the ink and the parchment, if you ask me.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to dawdle.
Very well, then. I'd be careful, though. Goblins aren't known for mercy. Wait, about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon? You know what? Actually, don't worry about it. What brought you to the wilds in the first place? That's what I'd really like to know.
Why, goblins, obviously. Well, someone ought to chronicle these curious events. I'd heard the master of this place, a druid called Halsin, might be able to point me in the right direction. But he's been quite captured by them already. Ironic, really.
All right, well, be careful out there.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket? Until we meet again.
Speak.
What were you saying to that bird? I'm looking for a healer. Help me narrow the search. Doesn't look like you're helping with the ritual. Are you helping to prepare?
I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order. And my voice will not matter.
I'm looking for a healer.
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
Leave sleeping bears lie and all that, I guess.
lost your sense, Korga. Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanus. She must pay the price. We will imprison the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Don't druids cherish harmony? Gelling the girl disrupts nature's balance? No, I don't know what I'm talking about. Listen, release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble, okay?
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
So what's the story with that odd little artifact of yours?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
What do you think of everything that's happened so far?
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
You must have some thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith Kresh will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
And what will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
A family, a friend, a lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break, hmm? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. All right, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Okay. But enough with the flattery. Where is this going?
I was being quite sincere, I assure you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
What? Your illness causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the details.
I can say no more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Sounds like no condition I've ever heard of. I'd say you're just fishing for loot. I don't know. Where do you suggest we'll find the artifact you need?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Expected as much. Why exactly would I risk either of those things for a wizard I barely know? Honestly, that sounds terrible. I see no upside to this for me.
Then I suggest you look closer. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death.
Very well. I'll do what I can to help you.
Thank you. I see my trust in you was not misplaced. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
All right.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
That Kaga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Kaga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps Goblin Court, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
I'm looking for Nettie.
Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves.
Sounds like I'd better leave.
It is what Korga desires. I doubt it is what Sylvanus wants. Come, Silva. Stay close.
Please leave. Our hospitality has limits, and they were crossed long ago.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be kept.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
Where did you see another drow?
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it?
Healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them. Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. Let's go. The workshop's this way. You don't have time for anything else. That tadpole will kill you. Come, let me help you. Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
He and I have the same kind of parasite?
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
It might. What aren't you telling me?
I'm telling you everything you need to know. Believe me on that. I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a Mind Flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
I thought you said you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
All right, hand it over.
Swear it.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
You think he's still alive?
I think so. I hope so. I've sent birds to find him, but they can't get close without goblins trying to shoot them down. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me.
The way I see it, you have 2 options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice. Truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
Alright, fine. I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Yes.
Step at a time,
Oh,
Betty. Come on.
those
Wyvern
are
poison.
very important, aren't they?
Never tried it, and
I'm
I
great
like
at
to
keeping
keep it
them,
that
too.
way.
Better a quick draft than ceremorphosis nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep
suppose.
it, in case things start to go very wrong.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
It's so strange because you talk like you're one of us, but you're not. I have no love for the Queen of Spiders.
Indeed. But you do exhibit a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders?
No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
This rite must be born of powerful magic.
The rite of thorns.
Pornographic
It is
rite.
the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm.
Sorry.
When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out.
Sure, do whatever you want. It's none of my concern.
So you say. Yet the child walks free. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Prattle all you want. The refugees aren't my concern.
Then they soon know the sting of my venom. Get out. We have no more business.
Like I said, morally gray. Alright. And just because my character may say something doesn't mean that I won't do something.
I'm watching you, Drow. We all are.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Hopefully we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
So they gave us like a necklace that lets you make lights or something.
Those druids are going to get us killed. Nothing sacred about this lot.
Heartless bastards. They deserve to have the goblins burn them out.
Alright, now we're going to go to camp so that we can take a short break. And I'll be right back. Hang out for just a minute. Alright, and we're back. And I just thought of something fun. Something we can do just for fun. But first, while I'm here, let me take a look at something. So in your camp, you can find a magic mirror to change your appearance if you want. Yeah, so I was like thinking, his eyes are really dark. I was wondering, like, does he have some kind of eye makeup? Number 7, huh? Yeah, I don't think I want any eye makeup. I just didn't notice it at first. It's because it's random eyes, probably. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Well, that's not bad, I guess. But he almost looks, his eyes almost look kind of weird without it, though, right?
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin.
Nah, sorry to disappoint. I'm not looking for a healer anymore. Sounds like you crossed paths with Aradin before.
Yeah, when he ran off with the druid that saved our hides the first time. Without Halsin, this grove's not so friendly, I'll tell you that. Christ is after another.
Glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunting packs.
You could hold off a horde of goblins from this position.
Maybe, but we're not fighters. If they broke through, it'd be a massacre. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, the better.
How far away are we from the city?
If the road was clear, a 10 days walk, maybe?
A 10 days?
But while the goblins are out there, it might as well be the other side of the world.
Oh. What the heck is going on here? A woman cowering, a bugbear trying to sneak up on her. Have advantage. Can I sneak attack the sneak attacker? No, I don't. Well, then we'll just go for a regular. should put my own.
No time to waste.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Why are you running around her like that? There you go. Leaving the witch bowl, maybe?
Let's end this. Heading there.
Let's get this over with.
Taste my fury.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin? Mistress? You lost me. I've been to Avernus, but I'm no devil's servant. That bugbear would have crushed your skull? This is the thanks I get? You got me. Hand the coin over and I'll be on my way.
That bloody Irenes! Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Will do.
Still breathing, despite everything. Something over there.
Don't fancy getting my hands dirty. I need a shovel. Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you. Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I said something fun we could do. And that is you can buy dye and change the color of your outfit. In this case, the cloak. And now we've got blue. But you can do any color that you can find for the dye. I thought we were ready to leave, but we weren't. We gotta dig this first.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
Alright, and that's the Emerald Grove. There's quite a lot going on, but it is finally time to head out.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Ladies, please.
So, Gith, aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
My name is Lae'zelk Chucky. And my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
His wounds look deep. I might be able to help.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul.
Mind him!
He will...
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
True soul.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
A crude summary. You have more to learn of our fate, novice. You're mistaken, I am no true soul. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the Druid Halsin. Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous. You need to find the beast and avenge your brother. Forget the owlbear. You're still alive, so go. A crude summary. You have more to learn of our fate, novice.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute
Trask
still
is
has a
quick
great
to
deal
jump
to
to
teach
the
me.
opportunity. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the Druid Halsin.
I don't know any druids.
Why are you out here anyway? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
These fugitives. Tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
I'm a survivor of that crash. Looks like you found me.
You! Brenna! Kill him!
time to strike. My path be true.
Gonna be honest, I wasn't expecting them to attack me, but they know our secret, our true identity. Or rather, that we were asking strange questions, I suppose. And if they're just gonna attack us like this, I mean, I don't know what to do.
Swords meet sorcery. Good move.
Talk to me. Heading there.
Victory awaits.
Unleash me.
Concentrate.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests. Do you think your kin search for you, Lae'zel?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
Alright, time to level up. Level 3. Specialization available. Health increase. Fast hands. Gain an additional bonus action. Second story work. You've mastered the art of falling and gain resistance to falling damage. A thief gives you fast hands and second story work. Arcane trickster are rogues with a clever touch of magic, using illusions and enchantments to keep their opponents on the back foot. Or an assassin. You prefer to deal sublime punishment to a single foe at a time, not in a duel, mind, because a duel implies chivalry, and you're too busy getting a job done for honor. Initiative. In combat, you have access to these creatures that haven't taken a turn yet. Any successful attack roll against the surprise creature is a critical hit. And alacrity. Quick as an alley cat in a rain-dark city, you immediately restore your action and bonus action at the start of combat. Those are all really good, and I highly suggest Assassin. It's a lot of fun or whatever. That's not really what I'm going for with Trash here, I don't think. Additional bonus action. I don't know. I mean, maybe. Trickster might be good though. Get some spells. Trickster, yeah. I think we'll go with that. Man, I don't know though. You know, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, we've already got a wizard in the party. Mage Hand is useful though. Kind of wanting to dual wield though. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do it. I'm sorry. Assassins is so good. A smooth talking assassin though? I don't know. Thief is really what you think you'd want to do. It's like, yeah, okay, I get an extra bonus action, and I don't take fall damage. I don't know if there's more stuff that you get later, though, or whatever. Hmm. Guess I'm gonna go assassin. I hate to do it. It's just so hard to break out of the mold, you know, but so good. I have a little bit of the best of both worlds. You know, deadly combat, but preferably trying to smooth talk through things. When the silver tongue just can't get it done, you know, we have to fall back on our drow instincts and just turn deadly. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Drow magic, fairy fire. All targets within the light turn visible and attack rolls against them have advantage. Sounds good. Level 3 cleric gets a lot. Health increase, as always. Level 1 spell slot, level 2 spell slot. These are all new spells that they've learned, not necessarily that you have prepared. The aid, heal your allies and increase their hit point maximal by 5. Can blind, call emotions. Humanoids can be charmed. Calm emotions. Humanoids can be charmed, frightened, or become enraged. Can't be charmed, frightened, or become enraged. Goodness. Enhance ability. Bestow a magical enhancement upon an ally. They gain advantage on ability checks with the chosen ability. Hold person. Hold a humanoid enemy still. They can't move, act, or react. Attacks from within 10 feet are always critical hits. Lesser restoration. Cure a creature from disease, poison, paralysis, or blindness. Prayer of healing. 5 to 19 healing can only be used outside of combat. No effects on undead or constructs. Heal all allies you can see. Protection from poison. Silence. Spiritual weapon. Warding bond. Ward an ally. They gain resistance to all damage and a +1 bonus to their armor class and saving throws. Each time the ally takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. Each time the warded creature takes damage, the spellcaster takes the same amount of damage. Until long rest. Mirror image. Create 3 illusory duplicates of yourself that distract the attackers. Each duplicate increases your armor class by 3. Whenever you successfully evade an attack, one of the duplicates disappears. Pass without a trace. Call forth a veil of shadows and silence that gives you and all nearby companions a +1/+1 bonus to stealth checks. Alright, these are our prepared spells. These are our new spells. Like spiritual weapon. What about this place? Yeah. Interesting. We can work on these more Or two. What is this one? This prayer of healing can only be used outside of combat. Maybe to aid instead. Just 5 healing increases maximum by 5. 5's not a lot though. But it does increase their maximum. I feel like blind or silence would be really good too though. Blind a creature attack rolls against it have advantage. And foe attacks with disadvantage. This creates a soundproof sphere, all within a silenced and immune to thunder damage. Or silence. It's good against spellcasters. Trying to think of which might be better. Let's try blind for now. We can always change it for later. Keep forgetting it's gonna do that. And wizard level 3. Health increase, spell slot. New spell. Choose a spell you know from the list below. Spells. Okay. Cloud of Daggers is good. Maybe. Yeah. Melts Acid Arrow. It's like splashes and creates acid everywhere too, I believe. And the ground with acid. Fighter level 3. Specialization available. Health increase. Superiority dice. Alright, if we're a battle master, gain 3 passives and superiority dice. 4. Your superiority dice are D8s. You have 4. At fighter level 10, these dice become D10s. They fuel your battle master maneuvers and are expended upon use. You gain expended superiority dice after a short or long rest. Still don't quite get it, but okay. An Eldritch Knight or a champion. You approach the complex problems posed by combat with one distinctly effective solution. You hit those problems really quite hard. Improved critical hit. The number you need to roll a critical hit while attacking is reduced by 1. Battle Masters are paragons of tactical superiority, combining combat maneuvers and experience in the field to dominate every fight. Yeah, let's give it a go, I guess. Alright, these are the maneuvers. Okay. Commander Strike. Direct an ally to strike a foe. The ally uses a reaction on their next turn to make a weapon attack. Disarming Attack. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage and possibly forces the target to drop the weapon they are holding. Distracting Strike. Distract your target, giving your allies advantage on their next attack roll. Evasive Footwork. You can evade attacks by imposing disadvantage on melee attacks against you for a round. Feinting Attack. You use both your attack and your bonus action on a turn to attack a target with advantage and deal an additional 1d8. Goading Attack. Deal an additional 1d8. An attempt to goad the target into attacking you. Target receives disadvantage on attacking any other creature. One second, I need a drink. Alright. Maneuvering Attack. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage. One hit selected. Friendly creature will gain half its movement speed. It will not provoke attacks of opportunity. Menacing Attack. Spend a superiority die to make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 damage and possibly frightens the target. Gosh, how many are these? Are there? Precision Attack. Spend a die to add it to the result to an attack roll. Pushing Attack. Spend a die. Attack is 28. Possibly pushes the target. Rally. Ally 8 temporary hit points. Riposte. When a hostile creature misses you with a melee attack, expend a die to retaliate with a powerful strike that deals an additional 1d8. Sweeping Attack. Swing your weapon in a rapid sweeping arc to attack multiple enemies at once. Roll your superiority die for damage. Triple Attack. Spend a die to make an attack that deals an additional d8, possibly knocks the target prone. Oh man, so many good ones, I don't know what to do. Maybe disarming, fainting. Okay. Attack target with advantage and dealing additional d8. Make them drop their weapon. Coding. Okay. Menacing, frightened. I like that one. Precision, pushing, rally, repose. Sweeping. I actually really like that one too. Sweeping, triple. Knock them prone. So this one's like a big attack. Whop, whop, whop. Use all your superiority dice at once, I think, even to hit a bunch of enemies at once. Triple attack, hit them and knock them down. and precision attack, just add superiority dice to an attack that's already hit. Add to the result to an attack roll. I don't know if you do it before or after, but either way, it's just like add more damage to an attack. So like a big attack on one person, a big attack on a group of people, knock somebody prone. Or I'm pretty set on these two. Either precision attack, feigning attack, or disarming attack. Knock the weapon out of their hand. Gain advantage and hit them for 1d8. I mean, I don't know about that one actually. Knock the weapon out of their hand, or extra damage on an attack. Let's try disarming, I suppose. Gets Yankee Psionics jump. Triple a creature's jumping distance. Okay. Alright, and now that everybody's leveled up, we took that acid hit earlier. How's everybody feeling? Take a short rest.
Better than nothing.
Alright. Grab save.
So, Zell, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say, murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.
Good to know. What am I to do?
Assume nothing.
AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2 versus no AC bonus from dexterity. Okay. But +1 armor class. AC bonus from dexterity. I don't know. I'm not sure which is better. Maybe just keep her in this for now.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Tell me, Lae'zel, when you say we might be purified at your creche, what does that mean exactly?
Augusta will affix the Zafisk, the Purifier, to our heads. You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse.
You're all right, Scratch.
With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
Come on, Scratch. Follow me.
The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
dog remains at the dead man's side, as if in mourning.
Gomwick. Be doubly careful on the way back to Baldur's Gate. I've received more reports of attacks on travelers throughout the region. I can't have my best messenger winding up face down in a ditch somewhere. Watch yourself. Better late than never. Postmaster General Danzo. Davin, it's a boy. He's healthy and perfect. I've named him after his father. Come back and see us as soon as you can move. Love, Flora, and Davin Jr. A scuffed handbill stamped with an extravagant seal boldly proclaims, "Adventurers wanted, prepare for some profitable quest." Master Lorcan, the arcanist of Atkala, the recluse of Ramazith Tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifacts, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Tough letter, Nine Fingers. I won't come back to the city. Not while you have your thugs looking for me. If you want the debt paid, you'll have to trust me and collect it yourself. Go to the graveyard and look for where an M. Kerwin is buried. Get digging, and you'll find enough valuables to settle matters between us. Don't go looking for me, though. I'll know when I'm safe. S.
That Zaithisk you mentioned intrigues me. Care to tell me a bit more?
An intricate device crafted by Malar, our most gifted artisans. I am sworn to say no more. Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Lakith will it.
Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
Prowess in battle is remarkable, as is your battle stance itself.
Hrathajak, a technique known to few outside Kalir. Shall I teach you?
I'll pass, thank you. I prefer abjuration over acrobatics.
On my way.
Let me recite their demise. Onward.
It's like, okay, man, what are you gonna do?
It has it.
Got to focus.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Alright, I'd say it's been a long day for our adventures, especially if you count last episode. They technically haven't rested since all of this has begun, so I think it's time to turn in tonight. Nobody has anything to say? Oh, dude, still kneeling down. There you go. What did it cost off there? I don't know. Supposed to hunt or something with somebody? Not sure what that was. Yeah, not sure.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by. It will not be too much longer.
Oh. Well, okay. I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Alrighty. Have a good night.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the Hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the Hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
And who is this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
I understand. Let's move on to other things.
Anything more we should discuss?
Tell me, how did you come to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud. And he named you the Blade of Frontiers? Whatever became of the boy, I wonder. Goblins, pitiful vermin, easy to kill, hardly worth getting worked up about.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The Frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
How could it be? Is that how you lost your eye in the goblin battle?
It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means.
See you.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure crash is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir Library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
That kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
I've never heard of your kind until my capture.
I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Come on now, it isn't that large. As if your upturned bat snout is any better. Really? Thanks for noticing.
It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Something the matter?
We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
We have to rely on each other. Easier if we knew each other as well.
Easier's often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
If you're not comfortable, I won't press you.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
How long since you killed someone? Days? Hours?
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you. And your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
Why didn't you tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
You just tried to bite me. How can I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
All right, but too far and I'll drive a stake through your chest.
Ah, of course. I shall be gentle as a babe. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
That's enough.
Hmm? Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
His guard's down. Grab the stake and drive it into his heart. I don't. That felt wrong.
Don't be so dramatic. This is just a little transaction between friends. And look what you've gained. Together, we can take on the world.
Just know that if you ever try that again, I'll cut you in half.
It won't happen again. You have my word. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Good morning. How do you feel?
Fine, I just feel a little woozy.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
What's causing this? The Mind Flayer's parasite?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. although there's still time.
A vampire? Well, that explains the pallor. Given our group's nature, I don't see much harm. We're each monsters in the making, after all.
Oh, and a quick word of warning, Astarion. I taste absolutely awful. Keep your distance.
Well, we need him, like it or not. I trust him. He won't hurt us.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
You say all the right words, but I'm not so sure you mean the right things. Still, I will respect the decision that was made.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
Oh, he's a good boy. Hey, Scratch. Thanks for joining us. And on that note, that's going to do it for this episode. After a long day and a long night, our adventurers are ready to go for another adventure, but that'll have to wait till next time. And so until then, thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, take care.